Well, it's evening here, and we've got crow call, so we have a lot of birds around us. And last year, about this time, there was a story about a young man who was a bird watcher in New York. His name is Christian Cooper, and I'd seen him on a program. It was all about bird migration, and he and the group he hangs out with spent a lot of time in Central Park in New York City. And I created a piece called The Bird Watcher. It is a man who is full of joy, roaming through the woods. They call it the ramble, with little birds flying above in the trees. It was my representation of a young black man enjoying an afternoon ramble, looking at all the birds in the trees. And I call it The Bird Watcher. This piece is about my mother. It's called Zelma in Paris. So in 1961, my father was in the Air Force, and I started school in France. And as a military wife, my mother had to wear nylons and high heels and really nice clothes every day when she went out to shop for food or anywhere she went, representing a military family. So I created this piece. It's got 3 colors. It's got the sky represented in this muted white, and the blue representing all that beautiful blue sky over Paris and over France. And the figure at the bottom is my mother. There she is in her high heels moving around. She was a sassy, smart, really, really super intelligent woman. She had 8 kids. I'm number 2. And this is my mother, Zelma in Paris. This last piece is really kind of special in that I was on a retreat with a group of women who spent a lot of time doing scrapbooking, and they invited me along, and I was working on a big project for recording my work at Petaluma Art Center. And so the piece I wanted to do was going to be something big and extraordinary. I had no idea what I was going to do, but in that weekend, I start developing a piece about myself called Black Girl Dreaming. Now, this piece is an homage to Betty Saar's Black Girl Window. And the more I worked on the design, the bigger she got. And at some point, she was my height. She's 5'5", and she's not thin. She's about my size. There's a floaty piece in there. There's that sort of airy-fairy floaty piece that I love the most, and I think of it as a moment of imagination. And although the piece seems very solemn in its black form, it is quite joyful. It is me in my prime, in my best, in my moment. And it's called Black Girl Dreaming.